Hi, my name is Clinton Hooper, and for my screencast today I'd like to show you around my website. On the home page, you can see my website's focused around instrumentation and controls technology, and specifically about training in INC equipment, operations and maintenance. On the home page, you can see that I have links to my resources page, my personal choice page, and my tech projects page, as well as my bio page. That'll help you get around the site, and we'll look at each of those pages momentarily. Starting out, take a quick look at my bio page. On this page you can see a little bit about my background in the U.S. Navy as an INC technician, among other roles, as well as my background in training and education. There's also a little bit on what I like to do when I'm not instructing. Moving on to my resources page. On this page, you can see that I have links to a lot of technology-related resources for training, and some of what we're currently trying to incorporate into our training programs at my site. So things like the ICE standards, those are more K-12, but they're perfectly applicable to what we're trying to do. Some pointers on using YouTube quizzes, things like that. Next is what we call my personal choice page. Right? This is filled out with useful links to INC and nuclear-related resources, including a couple of blogs, a few reference sites that are useful when researching instrumentation and control or nuclear-related training topics. I reference several of these sources pretty frequently when I'm developing training for my work, and they come in pretty handy. Things like the ELRC, which is the Electric Power Research Institute, the Nuclear Regulatory Commission, a couple of blogs, like I said, and then a few YouTube videos that I actually used in my last continuing training session at my site. The next pages are technology projects. On the technology projects page, you can see that I have a slideshow of a few different pieces of instrumentation and control equipment. I'll click through a couple of the images. There's a control room image, magnetic level switch, a board-on-tube pressure gauge. These are all different pieces of technology that an INC tech would have to work on during the normal course of business. In addition to that slideshow, though, for our ELRC 4507 course, we completed several other technology projects. We'll start out with the first project, which was the PLE-PLN project, our Personal Learning Network. On here you can see a diagram of what I described as my personal learning network, as well as a table down here that talks about blogs, curation, and Twitter, my thoughts on what they are and what they're for, a link to a couple of examples, and then reflections on how they can be used in teaching in the classroom. Another technology project we used was we completed was a website evaluation tool. And that's what you see on this page for website evaluations. I reviewed the NASA website for this. This was pretty interesting because it's a great guide to kind of help you determine if a particular website is going to be useful for training and teaching what you're going to do, if it's going to be a good source or something that you can bring the students to and have them glean some useful information off of it. Additionally, in addition to the website evaluation tool, we also evaluated web applications, which would be under the mobile app category. Right. So there was a list of variety of web applications we could have evaluated. For mine, I chose the app Poll Everywhere. For this, I created a short presentation that talks about the app's features, benefits, and a few suggestions on how it can be used in the classroom for me and for a general education course. So that's on my mobile app page. Lastly, and probably most interesting, to me at least, was the digital story. So for our digital story, we put together a video and posted it on YouTube to present a particular topic that was applicable to K-12 education. I chose to discuss Ohm's law and the power wheel because it's an important topic to electronics, and it'll be covered in many high school technology and physics courses. It's also a concept that's pretty routinely used when working in the field of instrumentation and control, so this overlap was quite nice there. There are several other pages on the website that aren't yet complete, such as in the evaluation section. There's a link to Apple Teacher Certification that I haven't completed yet, as well as a link to the Screencast. Lastly, I'd like to direct your attention to the bottom portion of the page, in the footer, where I have a link to my tech blog, as well as my contact information and the date that the site was last revised. In my technology blog, we'll open that up. Right, I call it Technical Training Reflections, and we had a few posts that we did for copyrights, for talking about wikis, and I had a first post in there just giving my background. So that's our experimentation with blogs that we had a couple of assignments on. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the tour of my website, and if you ever desire to learn more about instrumentation and controls, I hope you consider it a good starting point. Thank you for watching.